So, Gus, I don't want to derail too much.
You're looking at your phone. You have notes ready.
These are my notes. We've been over this before. If I have an
You say you don't
iPad-
want to derail, but you've got your derail device out.
Why don't you pay attention to the podcast for once?
What?
What?
I come prepared. Well, we were going to play Gavin or Google, but I guess we can wait. Oh, not. You guys know the song. Sing it along with me. Gavin or Google. Google or Gavin. Which one said it? Let's find out.
I'm feeling lucky.
All right. Oh, I can't show Barb.
No.
All right, if you are not familiar with the rules of Gavin or Google, the rules of Gavin or Google are simple. I take a 2 or 3 word phrase, and I feed it into the very popular search engine Google, and I take the most ridiculous autocomplete I get for that phrase. I then take that same 2 or 3 word phrase, I feed it into the really, 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 really weird brain of Gavin Free. Whatever he comes back with, I put in the quiz, I ask them, who said this, Gavin or Google? I butchered those rules. I butchered them.
That was not great.
I butchered them. I butchered the last half of it.
You all know how it
Phil know
works.
this game?
No, those rules were just for Phil
Do
alone.
you understand the game?
Not at all.
It's really simple.
it
I'm
felt
going to
like
ask you 2 things, and you're going to tell me which one said it, Gavin or Google.
Okay, that makes sense. The stuff you said before didn't.
Are you nervous, Burnie? Is everything okay down there?
No, it's one of those things where when I started talking, I thought, I don't know where I'm going with this, but my brain will figure it out by the time I get there.
You just never got back on the road?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, here we go. First question for Gavin or Google. The first phrase is,
What's
God,
the
the phrase is,
Okay.
why don't? Why don't? Why don't actors wear belts? The first one. Why don't actors wear belts? The other is, why don't they make deodorant for butts? Why don't they make deodorant for butts? Barbara, which one was Gavin? Which one was Google?
I legitimately don't know. These both say, well, okay, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that why don't actors wear belts is Gavin, because Gavin would never use the word butts. He would use the word arse
Unless it's a false flag.
or anus. I don't think I've ever heard Gavin not use anus or arse when he has an opportunity. So I'm going to say that Gavin is the actors don't wear belts.
Phil, which one was Gavin and which one was Google?
I'm gonna go. So that made me concerned about arse. I'm gonna say it's the butts because maybe butts was already in the conversation and just.
So you're
the way-
saying that I was butts?
Yes, you were butts.
I'm going to agree with Phil, and that's because we know Gavin's lack of butt cleanliness.
It's true.
We have talked about this before.
He's never washed his butt
So
ever.
since Gavin has never washed his
I just
butt,
don't want to dig the fingertips in.
he may have an odor issue he's worried about. Thank you. So in light of that information, I'm going to say butts is
your alcohol?
Gavin. Thank
and
you.
you're agreeing with Phil then?
Yes.
A point goes to Gus and Phil. Yeah. So
What the fuck, Gavin?
in this search, I actually,
Well, like you put it in your armpit and stuff, but the anus just gets like a
See,
wipe.
you're using anus!
I did use anus, yeah. but why is there no anus safe deodorant that you can just wipe down there?
you can't play the metagame, Barbara, because I changed it. His actual thing was, why don't they make deodorant for your asshole, was what he said. But Google would never return that, so I had to modify it. You fell for my trap, Barbara
Yeah,
Dunkelman.
If you said asshole,
I lured you
would've-
in,
You played your trap card. It worked
and
perfectly.
now you're a point down. I want to show, I have like 8 of these things, and I want to show Barbara to see which ones are the best, because they're all remarkably stupid.
This is like when there's a woman with a remarkable chest next to me, and I'm just like,
Go ahead.
make eye contact, make eye contact. Don't look down, don't look down.
That's a
your
great
phone.
way to describe someone's breast. It's remarkable.
Dude,
Glorious.
I know what I like.
Someone else does too.
Tits.
Woo!
All right, the next phrase, number 2 here, is what is the best way? What is the best way? What is the best way to steal from Google?
Brilliant.
What is the best way to ask someone how to spell saffron?
Saffron, like the spice?
I'm assuming.
The best
What is the best way to
someone.
ask someone how to spell saffron? Gus, why don't you start us off since you went last time?
Oh, boy. Can I get a repeat of the first phrase?
What is the best way? What is the best way to steal from Google?
I'm going to go with what is the best way to steal from Google is Gavin.
Okay. Poker face.
Because it's what Google would not expect.
What? It's like Gavin said that.
See, I'm trying to get in the mind of Gavin here.
Okay. Well, it worked.
I'm just gonna go with saffron because I could see that being an issue for you.
I mean, how do you,
No-
Phil,
no
how do you
shade.
ask someone to spell saffron? How do you ask them? What's the polite way to do that? It's a conundrum we all face every day.
The correct way is pinkies up, in case anybody's wondering. Pardon me, sir. How do you spell saffron?
I'm going to go with how do you steal from Google is a Gavin question. Yeah.
Cheating.
All right. So Gus and Barbara, somebody should be keeping score because I'm definitely not doing it. Gus and Barbara said that Gavin said how to steal from Google. You both get a point. That is correct. So
Like, what does
Why would-
Google do?
why would someone at Google want to know how to ask someone how to spell saffron? Is that a British thing?
Are there different spellings of saffron is what I started
Why
wondering.
would you have trouble asking
Yeah.
someone how to spell it, though?
The fact that it's how do you approach the subject and not how do you spell saffron.
Right. How do you ask someone how to spell saffron?
Hey, how do you spell saffron?
Solid
Wow,
question.
Barbara. Wow.
Now
That
I'm
was not the way to do
legitimately
that.
wondering.
Let me Google it.
That was not the way to do it. Okay, our last one. And I think we got like a three-way tie here, so...
What?
I think Gus is winning.
No, I'm winning.
Gus has 2. We each have 1.
No. When I said to keep score, I didn't mean keep score in Gus's favor. They're all tied.
He's for 21 years he's been trying to stop me. It's impossible.
I wish I had 3 options for this one. What color, ... what color? What color was an orange before orange was invented? And then, oh God, what color? What color is a rainbow at night?
Wow.
Oh.
I don't even know where to begin, so anybody who wants to take that can take that. Phil?
Would you like to start this one?
Wow. I'm just. This is the case of two stupids. I'm gonna go with orange because I think that's an amazing question.
What color was an orange before orange
Yes,
was invented?
I love that.
And you think that's Gavin?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll have so much more respect for you if it was.
Barbara?
This one's the hardest one I think I've ever had to do. Because I feel like both of these would be Google questions. Although, are people who are Googling smart enough to know that the color orange was invented from an orange? The orange one is Gavin, 100%.
100%.
Nope, but wait.
I said nothing.
Because
Fun-
we had a rainbow in Austin recently. Did we? And so maybe Gavin saw that and was like,
Yes, but we haven't had any oranges in Austin for a very long time.
orange is Gavin.
Orange is Gavin.
Final answer.
I have to agree because a rainbow at night involves light, which is a subject Gavin is very familiar with from having to film slow-mo guys. So I believe the orange question has to be Gavin. It should be called red yellow, by the way.
In a remarkable turn of events, you are all wrong. Gavin Free wins. Gavin Free want to know what color a rainbow is at night. Please explain that.
Well, you don't really see them, do you?
That's like asking what color is a dog bird? Because you never really see them, do you?
Right, Gus, but do you ever think the moon has been bright enough and it's been raining to produce the most magnificent,
The most magnificent what, Gavin?
well, rainbow?
Did you stop halfway through because you realized how dumb it was? I'm curious as to why the question trailed off.
Well, what makes a rainbow?
The sun.
No, it's this light makes a rainbow.
And what makes the light?
The sun.
Okay.
Yeah, but you get some sun off the moon. That's
get-
how you see the moon, Gus.
But you can't see anything. It's so dim. It's so little.
You've
It's
never had
not
a
enough.
moonlight dinner?
What are you on about? Good, and guess what? There is, when you have a moonlight dinner, what's on the table? A candle. What's the candle made out of? Fire. What's the sun made out of? Fire. You have the sun on your table when you have a moonlight dinner.
But what color is the rainbow, Gus?
What color's a rainbow above a candle? All right, you win.